Good morning, friends. It's our last day here in Vancouver, and so you guys know exactly what I'm doing this morning. I'm going to get Sherri coffee, going to get us breakfast, and we've been in Canada now for a couple days, and we have yet to have Tim Hortons coffee. Obviously a Canada staple, and Sherri has actually never, ever tried Tim Hortons, so I'm going to get it so she can try it, and then we're gonna get our day going. Oh, sweet nectar of the gods. All right, Sherri Beth, are you ready to try Tim Hortons coffee for the very first time?
I am.
Okay, this is basically a Canadian institution, so I'm concerned that if you don't like it, you might start an international incident.
The Canadians are really nice.
Canadians are the nicest people ever. So I got Sherri her Americano. I got me iced coffee, double, 2 creams, 2 sugars. I got us a couple of these like breakfast wrap things. And you can't go to Tim Hortons without getting some Timbits, right, Sherri?
I don't know what that means.
You have no idea what Timbits are? Okay. Well, Timbits is basically a much cooler name for donut holes. So I got an assorted bunch of 10 donut holes. I actually went to order just 6 of them. I was like, 6 Timbits, please. And the guy was like, it's cheaper if you get 10. I was like, 10 Timbits, please. So we got 10 of those little beauties. Here it is, folks, the moment of truth. Sherri's first try of Tim Hortons. I already finished my iced coffee.
Mine was very hot.
Yours was very hot, so you've been waiting a little bit. I loved my iced coffee. Their iced coffees are so delicious. Let's see how the Americano is.
It's good.
It's good? Or tell me, honesty is a key, Sherri.
I like the Breakup Bakery coffee better.
The place we've had coffee the last couple days?
But this is good. It's good coffee.
So Sherri, you are a fan. If we lived in Vancouver,
I would drink it.
You would go to Tim Hortons.
I would, yeah.
I would go to Tim Hortons for their iced coffee, but mostly for the Timbits. We are starting our day today at the Vancouver Aquarium. Sherri, we love aquariums, don't we? Aquariums, zoos, anything like that is totally up our alley. We've heard great things about the Vancouver Aquarium. The aquarium here is located in Stanley Park, a huge park just pretty close to downtown. So let's head into the aquarium and check it out. Here's the prices for the tickets currently. Adults are $38, seniors $30, children 4 to 12, $21, and children 3 and under free. Of course, these prices are in Canadian, so with the exchange rate right now, it's significantly less for us, which is kind of awesome. One kind of unique thing about the Vancouver Aquarium is that it's actually a nonprofit that supports wildlife research here in the area, and so we made a donation. We came in, and Sherri, what did we get for that? Look at this. I support the Marine Mammal Rescue Program. Are you going to wear that sticker proudly for the rest of your life? You'll never take it off, right? This is what it looks like as you first walk into the aquarium. Sherri, they have penguins. I did not know they had penguins. So it looks like up here on the main floor, there's just a whole bunch of different exhibits, and we're gonna start here in the tropics and just kind of make our way through the aquarium. Now, Sherri, we're going into the Amazon rainforest. They better not have any snakes. It's kind of crazy. As soon as you walk into the Amazon rainforest like room area, it feels like so humid. Like you can tell that they totally changed the climate in here. It feels what I imagine the Amazon would feel like. Entering the rainforest, there's like butterflies all over the place. Oh my gosh, there's like a big parrot right there. I don't know if you can see this, but right above us, right up there, there is a sloth in that tree. Oh my gosh. There's a butterfly floating in the water. Is he swimming?
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping in the water, not moving? Okay. Sherri, always getting that gram. Okay, this aquarium just went from awesome to terrifying because there's a snake right there. Although I don't know if you guys can see it, there is like a little blue frog in there, which is pretty cool. I hate snakes. You guys, look at what they have in here. An anaconda. So I just asked one of the volunteers here what they feed their anaconda. He said chickens, rabbits, and this one here is about 4 meters, but apparently they have an even bigger one in the back. That is crazy. This is awesome. Look at the tank filled with all these jellies. One of my favorite things to look at in any aquarium. Is just so pretty. Sherri, what did you find?
Nemo and Dory.
You found a bunch of Nemos and Dories. So we're gonna head outside now because we see Penguin Point and Canada's Arctic and BC's Wild Coast, all areas that we definitely want to see, right, Sherri?
So we've been doing research here over the last 25, so we can figure out why they're disappearing and do something about it.
One of the things that I kind of love so far about the Vancouver Aquarium is that there's a real focus on like rescue and rehabilitation. In fact, this kind of feels like a big version of the Alaska Sea Life Center that we have down in Seward, Alaska. In fact, apparently a lot of the animals from Seward end up here at the Vancouver Aquarium. So I love that they focus on rescue, I love they focus on rehabilitation, and honestly, I love that a bunch of our Alaska animals are here. Señor Cinco. That's Spanish for Mr. Cinco.
Mr. 5.
Okay. So this is interesting, something I did not know. There are actually 18 different species of penguins. As far as names go, I gotta give the winner to the macaroni penguin. Sherri just pointed out. Also, the macaroni penguin looks like he's dancing. Like, look how that is the happiest of all penguins for sure. Sounds like me at karaoke the other night. A whole bunch of frogs here in this tank. But look how cool the like coloring on the belly of that frog is. So one thing to know about Sherri when you take her to a zoo or an aquarium or anything like that is that she will stop and look at every single exhibit. Like if there's 100 different frogs, she wants to see all 100.
Talking about me?
I'm talking about you on how at zoos and aquariums, like you want to stop and look at every exhibit and read about everything. So there's like 100 frogs. You're like, oh, let's read about this frog. Oh look, this frog's... Well, I guess it's the point. I'm mostly here in case one of them gets out. I want to see the chaos ensue. And just like that, our time at the Vancouver Aquarium is finished. Sherri Beth, what did you think?
I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah, glad we went?
Yeah.
Compared to other aquariums you've been to, how did it rank?
Middle of the road.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would agree. I really liked it. It's not, it's very different than the Toronto Aquarium. I was just at a few weeks ago. The Toronto Aquarium felt like a big kind of showy aquarium. This feels more research center-ish,
Yeah.
which
I like
as well. Also, I really love this fountain and art piece right outside. Just looks awesome with all the big, beautiful Pacific Northwest trees here. Very, very cool. We're hungry, it is lunchtime, time to get lunch, and this is one of the places that was on our list to hit while we were here in Vancouver. It is JapaDog. You'll see their hot dogs with Japanese style ingredients, things like Kobe teramaku, yakisoba. Oh my goodness, this looks amazing. Let's give it a try. All right, so our hot dogs just got done. We got 2 of them. We're gonna split. We got the terry mayo. This is their signature hot dog. It says this one right here, which has teriyaki sauce, mayo, and seaweed. And then this one is the yakisoba dog. You see hot dog there topped with yakisoba. And then we got 2 of their different shaped fries. These are just regular. These are butter and shoyu. It says they're their best sellers. Looks like Sherri's gonna try a fry first. How does it smell?
Okay.
Yeah? All right. I'll be the judge of that. Sherri's gonna try the yakisoba dog first. It looks like it's gonna be a mess to eat, but let's give it a try. Yeah?
It's really weird.
It's weird, but it's good. All right. The Yakisoba dog is finished. It was delicious. Sherri, now we're moving on to the next one. This apparently is their most popular hot dog, so we have high hopes. Let's give it a try.
Again, it's so weird, but really good.
It works?
It really does.
All right, Sherri Beth, we just finished JapaDog. Tell me your thoughts.
It was interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, like really unique, very different.
It's 2 flavors that you don't like ever expect to go together.
Right, and they kind of did.
So the only thing that we felt we would do differently is the dog with seaweed on top. It was fishy. Sherri's not a huge fan of that. But when you remove the seaweed and it was just the mayo
so
and teriyaki sauce and onions, delicious.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we came and tried this out. It's so unique. If you're in Vancouver, it's one of those things like where else can you get this? So definitely stop by, give it a try. So now that lunch is finished, we're out exploring and we came across Holy Rosary Cathedral, a beautiful French Gothic cathedral here right in the downtown Vancouver area that looks stunning. Sherri and I love old churches, so let's check it out. This is kind of a striking statue right outside of the church. It's a person sleeping on a bench underneath a blanket. But then when you look closer, you'll see the nail holes in the feet depicting this as Jesus. That's a pretty powerful piece. So I am gonna film some inside, but obviously I'm not gonna talk a whole bunch because this is a place of worship and I don't want to disturb those who are here praying or just trying to have a sacred or solemn moment. But let's go inside. So we just left the cathedral, pretty beautiful inside. Number of people in there praying, just kind of taking a solemn moment. So obviously we couldn't talk while you're in there. We always like stopping at places like this. We love churches, we love old architecture, that kind of stuff. And that's kind of what we're out doing right now. We don't have really anything else on our list of things we want. Well, there's a lot of things we still want to do in Vancouver. We just don't have time for them. So we're just kind of exploring. So Sherri's back at the condo taking a little bit of an afternoon nap. I'm out walking around and I found a crepe place. You guys know I'm stopping there. So I went with the Nutella banana because that's basically my crepe obsession. So this is actually kind of cool. It's right here in downtown Vancouver. It's called the Davie Village Community Garden. It's a lot that just has not been developed yet. And basically they worked with the landowner and said, well, until you develop the lot, can we turn it into a community garden? And the developer said yes. So this is kind of awesome. It's sort of like this little green garden oasis, right? Like among, you know, tall building, downtown kind of feel. I love seeing stuff like this. Also, I'm so bummed that Sherri's not here. This place would be Instagram gold for her with as much as she loves photos of flowers. Yeah, we might have to go wake her up and bring her back here because these peonies are beautiful. My mom had a house in Anchorage and she had peonies there that looked just like this. Peonies grow so well in Alaska, and seeing these remind me of exactly what she had at her house. So I want to give you guys one update as far as traveling and getting around Vancouver. If you guys remember when we first got to Vancouver, I told you about an app we were using called Cater. Since Uber and Lyft aren't here, Cater is basically a local version of that. So we used that our first day here. Honestly, we haven't used it since then. We've been using the Yellow Cab app. And the reason is that when we've tried to use Cater, the app itself is great. I just don't think they have enough cars and drivers, because last night we tried to use it and it was like a 35-minute wait to get a car. That's not gonna happen. And so we just got a taxi and it took us there. So if you need like help getting around, for us, taxis have been the best way. So now we are walking through a neighborhood here called Gastown. Gastown is the oldest commercial district neighborhood in Vancouver. Lots of shops, bars, restaurants and stuff. You can tell it's one of those neighborhoods that has kind of become trendy just based on even the crowds that are here. Still kind of fun though. And one of the coolest things is this steam clock, like right here ahead of us. It says this is the world's first steam-powered clock. This is actually kind of neat. Sherri found a shoe store that she wanted to go check out, so let's go in and see what they got. You guys, look how amazing these shoes are. Absolutely the coolest. Sherri Beth, what do you think about these designs? You love them? So the shoes in there are pretty amazing. Price-wise, what were they about, Sherri?
300.
About 300 Canadian, and it looked like the bags were about 350. So,
super cute.
So not cheap, but super cute. So while Gastown may be kind of a popular, somewhat touristy place, I will say it is nice to walk around though.
Yeah.
Like the streets are beautiful, just like cool old lights, cool old buildings, lots of people around. Yeah, I'm glad we came down here tonight. It's now time for dinner, and one of you, our viewers, actually sent us a message on Instagram with some of their favorite places to eat here in Vancouver, and Dynasty Dumpling House was on the list. This is one of the things we definitely wanted to get while we're here in Vancouver, so let's give it a try. This is actually kind of cool. They have an open concept style kitchen here where you can see them making the dumplings, all the ingredients back over here. I plan on eating basically all of that. It looks so good. So the first of our soup dumplings just got here. This one on top is the steamed crab meat and pork, and the one down below is just steamed pork. These are soup dumplings. We have some pan-fried dumplings coming later. Oh my gosh.
Well, this is a war memorial.
And then we also ordered this beef wrap. Don't know what it is. He said it was popular, looks delicious. And the food just keeps coming. These are the pan-fried pork rolls. And the final thing is here, we got beef fried rice, we got fried rice, soup dumplings, steamed pork, beef wraps. Yeah, we're pretty happy. That was delicious. So here's our completely comprehensive review of Dynasty Dumpling House.
So good.
Absolutely amazing. If you're in Vancouver looking for soup dumplings, looking for delicious dumplings, this definitely the place to go.
Dinner was amazing, but we kind of have a sweet tooth, so we're gonna check this place out.
Look at this, a Belgian waffle bar. That sounds like the perfect way to end our last night in Vancouver. You guys, we ordered one because we thought, oh, that won't be very big, we'll just split it. Yeah, or it's this. Look how spectacular that looks. Dessert was amazing.
Huge.
Huge. And so good. We were like, let's just get something small. Like, let's just end the night with like a small treat.
It was the size of our face.
And then they bring out like a waffle the size of our face. It was a delicious face, but it was a big face. And you guys, this I think is where we're gonna end our Vancouver vlogs, because we have to be up so early tomorrow morning. I think like 4:30 is when we have to be up. Blah. To catch the train back to Bellingham and then our flight back to Anchorage. I don't think we're gonna vlog any of that, so I think this is where we're gonna end our Vancouver trip. Sherri, Beth, give me your thoughts on Vancouver.
I like it. I think we need to come back just for the food. I feel like we didn't get to eat all the kinds of food that we want.
I told Sherri, Vancouver is my new food crush city. Like, everything we had was so delicious, and there's so many more things that we want to try. And we've talked about this before, that food is such a great way to experience culture. And one of the things we've appreciated about Vancouver is that it is a city full of culture. Like, everywhere you go, there's different ethnicities, types of food, like all of that kind of stuff. We have loved that. And so we definitely want to come back. In fact, honestly, like in 2.5 days here, we barely feel like we've scratched the surface.
Yeah.
We did a few of the things we wanted to do. We quickly realized that we just didn't have enough time. And so we decided, well, let's do a few things that were like near the top of our list and realize that we're coming back, right? And so we'll just save those. Overall, Vancouver, you were amazing. To our friends who we got to see while we were here, thank you so much. To our viewers who sent us suggestions on restaurants and places to go, you guys knocked it out of the park. This was a fantastic trip. It was too short, but we absolutely loved it. Thank you guys as always for following along with us. We love you, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.